Good morning! Welcome to the Positive Drive episode 43. 43. Love you! So, in this episode 43, we will talk about, about sustainability, sustaining goals, sustaining actions, and sustaining, the changes that we have implemented in our life. Sometimes there are people that can start so easily. They want to have change, they can start easily. They want to work out, they want to start dieting, they want to start exercising. They can easily start. But normally the problem with is how to make it last, how to really commit to that goal, right? And we just some of us, or many of us, can't just stick to it. We know what's right? We know that drinking isn't drinking every day is not sustainable. Or we know what's healthy living, that we should sleep early, drink enough water, but we just can't sustain it. I mean, that maybe you call it discipline, maybe you call it the commitment, but to be honest, it's just so challenging. Change is so, not really say difficult, but more of really takes a lot of effort also. I mean, we can't just go on. It's not as simple as just you want to trim down and then you just expect that change to happen overnight. And probably one of the reasons why we can sustain it is that we don't see immediate results, and that's always gonna be the challenge, because sometimes our expectations are too big compared to the minute minute progress. Ginagmay lang, the small progress that most of the time we don't notice. Maybe when you start solo, probably you can see a lot of progress in the first part. For example, if you're like 100 pounds overweight, probably a little effort on, let's say if you walk 30 minutes a day, probably in 1 week you can see immediate results. Probably you lose at least 5 pounds. But there's a time when it seems to yourself that everything's on a plateau, that you're not moving forward anymore, you're not progressing to your goal. And that sometimes that kind of, it will create some kind of unhappiness or some kind of dissatisfaction, which make us question our goals, our changes. Sometimes we will just say, heck, why would I not eat anymore, or why would I suffer like diet or workout when I'm not even losing weight anymore? Diba? Sometimes you get discouraged because no matter how much your effort, the progress is like invisible. And in fact, sometimes your weight could even fluctuate, that you thought you're losing, you're gaining already. But yes, how can you do that? How can we sustain, especially the difficult and important goals in life? How can we sustain that, right? Well, I think one of the best things is to really look at long term. Now, hey, don't look at too much on the poundage, but look at the benefits that you get. For 1 year, I'm pretty sure if you lost, like, say 20 pounds, I think you can do things that you can't do a month ago. Let's say simple tying up your shoelaces would be easier, or putting on your pants, or would be, as effortless already compared to, let's say, when you were like, when your waistline was like almost giving the buttons. When your waistline is scary. So, right? So, you celebrate those little things, the little progress, the things that you can do that, you can't. You have to see the other benefits. Don't just so focus on the numbers, because if you're just too focused on, let's say, on your weight, but that's not the end, because if you're too focused on that, maybe lang, you might also end up cheating as well. You might look for other solutions, like, so you're gonna look for a fat burner or a drug that could even endanger yourself, that would just, would reverse the health benefits that you're getting, for example. So, one tip is always, see the other benefits that you are getting. Because it matters, because once you get back that weight, or once you regress, you will actually regret that way. Naman dito laing good things about, exercising every day, or let's say there were good things about sleeping every day, or waking up early in the morning every day. There's always that benefit. And secondly, also, you have to enjoy the process. Some people say trust the process, but for me, the best one step further towards that is to enjoy the process. I mean, if you're not enjoying exercising, if you're not enjoying sleeping early, if you're not enjoying the things you do, and you're not enjoying eating greens, diba? I'm sure it will really cause a dissatisfaction. Now, find a way to love it. You start loving working out, if you start loving carrying heavy weights, if you start loving dancing, for example, you don't care much about the numbers anymore, because you are enjoying what you're doing. And when you're enjoying what you're doing, yeah, enjoy the hard, enjoy the pain. Because once you do that, it's not even a question anymore about if you get results or not, because I'm pretty sure you are getting your benefits. You're getting those happy hormones, and those happy hormones, can help you all throughout the day. Can make you a better performer. Can make you better at work, at school, or even in your games, because a happier person are more productive based on studies, and are normally are the ones doing so well at work. So why not find happiness in your situation? Find happiness on the process. Enjoy the process, because no matter how hard it is, if you enjoy it, diba, it's not gonna be hard anymore. You're just gonna laugh about it. So mo gina akong na. Yes, sa positive psychology na gyapon na. To always have a joy, to always do things with joy, no matter how hard it is. Find a way to love it, find a way to be happy with it, find a way, yes, to make it a happy process. It might be hard, might be painful, but yes, if you trick your mind and say it's a happy process, it's gonna be a happy process. And mona, yeah, hopefully, yes, we continue. Yeah, let's find happiness on the difficult situation, and really enjoy this process of change. There'll be a lot of changes coming up in our lives, of course, and how we live, but we have to find a way to be happy with it, because you know, change is always be constant. And if we're not, and of course if we are able to keep our sanity and our happiness, and that's actually a big victory itself. So thank you so much for listening on this episode 43 of the Positive Drive. Yeah, hopefully we all come out happier, more positive in these coming days, this coming year, because our new year is almost arriving. And diba, it's 1 month to go. It's 2021 na. And let's, you know, 2021 is a nice number. It's 20 then 21. It's a number of progress. It's like ascending. So it's a sign that things will be moving up. And you know, the ones who will move out faster are the ones who are happier. So let's be happy. Let's always see the silver lining and train ourselves to have, you know, a happier mindset every day. And thank you so much for listening once again, and see you on our next episodes. Really beautiful day today, beautiful day for a talk. So bye bye guys, I really enjoyed it, and stay happy. Bye bye bye.